Welcome to the Scoreboard. live from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's time for a Saturday night edition of Columbus River Dragons hockey. Hello everybody, my name is Liam Godimer. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here alongside all of you as the River Dragons look to make it another win here in Winston-Salem over the Thunderbirds. A thrilling 4-3 victory last night over Twin City. With that, let's take you back to last night's contest. Barrow for Colton, straight on. The blast from Hunter goes high over Skinner. Colton banks it off of the far boards. Quick pass from Barrow to Hunter. They score! 57 seconds into the Publix power play, the River Dragons cash in, and it's Cody Wickline. Storjahan will weave and cut in. He halts. Hunter will drive into an open area, instead dish it off for Storjahan, who whips it back to the top. On the outside, it's Colton. Atop the right circle, Storjahan. He'll take a peek. Quick pass for Hunter over a couple of sticks. Ryan Hunter, number 88, looks for a lane, throws it inadvertently off of the leg of Farmer. Comes back for Colton, who scores! 2 power play goals in 4:45 for Columbus. River Dragons 2, Thunderbirds 0. But now it's played over to the near wing. Offensive zone for the River Dragons. Storjahan there with Hunter and Galvin. Quick pass from Hunter for an oncoming Storjahan. It missed him, but Storjahan makes the recovery stick lift, and now Galvin's got it. At the goal line, pirouetting is Galvin. Now to the blue line, calling for the puck from Thornton is Stoya. Stoya, a wrister, scores! Matt Stoya makes it 3-0 Columbus. One-handed by Colton, kept into the zone, all alone, and Roy, I believe, got a piece of the biscuit with his glove. He went down to all fours to make the save, but he doesn't stop that one. The Thunderbirds get on the board. It's 3-1. Period. Roman Kramer has pulled the home side a goal closer as they look to get one more goal closer, and they do. It's 3-2. Storjahan one-times it home. It's a power play goal, and it's 4-2. Off of the face-off. White to the front. It trickles to Roy! And Pizzamenti will shovel it on the backhand, not past the blue. Peshtuka pinches in. Puck in the left wing corner. This is Liam Blomqvist, already with a goal tonight. Less than a minute remaining in the game. Here's Ford to the net. That took a tip. And they score! It's Kramer. The best face-off man for the River Dragons, Galvin. Can't win it away from Ford. White, one-timer, misses the net and takes a heavy bounce off of the backboards. Schnapp tries to play it back to the outside. It's in the corner where Ford is on it. Hit his bulk will. It comes over to the far side with 2 seconds. Sabad connects with his man, and this game is over! 60 minutes down, 3 points secured. The River Dragons take this one by a final score of 4-3. As you just saw, the River Dragons riding 3 power play goals en route to a 4-3 win on the road last night here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Let's recap the entire contest. The first goal came at 2:53, and it came on the power play. Who scored it? Well, it was number 10, Cody Wickline, assisted by Ryan Hunter, number 88, and Tyler Barrow, number 8. The River Dragons would get another power play inside of the opening 5 minutes of the game, and they would score yet again on the man advantage. This time it would be Josh Colton, number 5, the blue liner, tickling the twine, the assist to Tyler Barrow, and Ryan Hunter. Once again, Ryan Hunter got the primary on Wickline's goal. Tyler Barrow gets the primary helper on Colton's goal. And quickly, the River Dragons were up 2-0. But before the first period was out at 13:59, it would be Matt Stoya, number 36, who would score his second goal as a River Dragon. The assist to Brody Thornton, the secondary helper to Alex Storjahan. That was the only even strength goal of the night for the River Dragons, who skated away from the first period with a 3-0 lead. But in the second, Twin City would fight back, and their first goal would come at 7:31. It would come at even strength and off of the stick of Roman Kramer, number 18. The assist to number 20, Zach White, and number 39, Don Carter Jr. Then, less than 5 minutes later, Twin City would score again. In his first game as a Thunderbird, it would be Liam Blomqvist, number 22. He would find the back of the net, assisted by number 16, Jan Salak, and number 3, defenseman Cade Hanley. So it was a 3-2 score entering the final frame, and the River Dragons throughout that third period were looking for one thing, that key insurance marker. And at 10:33, while on the power play, they got it. It was Alex Storjahan. He would score, assisted by Cody Wickline and Tyler Barrow. That would confirm 3 assists on the night for Tyler Barrow, and Alex Storjahan scoring his first goal of the year last night. Now has 9 points in 7 games played this year, 1 goal, 8 assists for Alex Storjahan, but he got the big one last night, and it would serve as the game-winning goal, because at 19:09, with just 51 seconds and change left to go in regulation time, Roman Kramer would score his second goal of the night, bringing the Thunderbirds within 1 goal. The assist on that tally to Liam Blomqvist, who added a helper to his goal on the evening. And the secondary assist, you know that with playing the River Dragons, he couldn't keep himself off of the score sheet. It was Gus Ford who got the secondary helper on the third and final goal for Twin City. In goal, taking the loss for the Thunderbirds, was Tyson Skinner, number 31. He made 23 saves on 27 shots. While on the other side for Tyler Roy, he earned himself the victory, making 38 saves on 41 shots. And Columbus skated away with the 3 points on the road last night. They look to make it 6 after regulation comes to a close this evening at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. With that, let's send it to our first commercial break of the night, and then when we come back, I've got the fire starter of the night, I've got the pest of the game presented by Cook's Pest Control, and I've got the lines for your Columbus River Dragons. You're watching Columbus River Dragons hockey on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Vectorply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vectorply customer using Vectorply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, Vectorply.com, to learn more about Vectorply and our opportunities.
In the South, there's a few things your home needs. Like you need a strong fan on a hot day.
It's so hot.
Like Friday nights need football.
Game day!
Like front porches gotta have rocking chairs.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandpa.
And in the South, you need pest control you can trust to protect your home. That's why you need Cook's Pest Control.
Cook's Pest Control.
Back here in Winston-Salem, Liam Godimer here with you as we continue to get you set for the River Dragons and the Thunderbirds coming your way in less than 20 minutes right here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. But before we get you there, let's take a look at our fire starter of the night. And for me, I'm looking at Cody Wickline, number 10, the forward, 6'0", 175 pounds, 30 years old out of Flower Mound, Texas. Cody Wickline opened the scoring in last night's game, 2:53 in with a power play goal, assisted by Ryan Hunter and Tyler Barrow. He's a player that can do a little bit of everything out there, so I'm looking out for number 10 tonight. He is my fire starter of the night. And on the other side, the pest of the game, and how can we play the Twin City Thunderbirds and have our wonderful pest of the game segment presented by Cook's Pest Control and not talk about that man, Gus Ford, number 10. The forward, just 5'8", 190 pounds, out of Tillsonburg, Ontario, Canada, 30 years old. This is a supremely talented individual. He led the FPHL in scoring in the 22-23 season, where he had 114 points in 54 games, 68 assists, 46 goals. Slowed down a little bit last year, though, just 83 points in 48 games. Half kidding. In the playoffs, 6 points in 8 games. He is a point producer like none other, and despite not being the biggest player out there on the ice, he gets involved every chance that he can. With that, Gus Ford is the best of the game, presented, as always, by Cook's Pest Control. And now, it's time for the lines for your Columbus River Dragons, and there are no changes outside of the goaltender. Tyler Roy goes to backup duty this evening, while Trevor Babin, he gets the start. The forward line will be Tyler Barrow, Juetten Blacksmith, and Cody Wickline. That's line number 1. Alex Storjahan, Ryan Galvin, and Ryan Hunter is line number 2. Kevin Sabad, Ben Pizzamenti, and Captain Kirk Underwood is line number 3. And one extra forward, that is Joel Texmo, number 95. On defense, Joel's brother Lucas paired up with Nathan Balkwill, Mike Wynn and Josh Colton, and Brody Thornton paired up with Matt Stoya. As I touched on before, the goaltender is Trevor Babin, backed up by Tyler Roy. Those are the lines for your River Dragons tonight. With that, another commercial break, and then when we come back, I've got not one, but 2 interviews. We'll hear from head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard, and then we'll hear from Ryan Hunter. We'll be right back.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
It feels like just yesterday our healing mission began. Inspired by visionaries, answering a higher calling. For 75 years, we've cared for this community, body, mind, and spirit. From checkups to life-saving heart surgery, from welcoming new life to supporting mental health and healing. For 3 generations, we've stood by your side, and our story is just beginning. Inspired by purpose, we're shaping the heart of healthcare.
What drives us to live for this game?
Yep.
Here's the catch.
Do we enjoy the pain? Is it chasing greatness? Or is it passion? Teetering on madness. We're here for one simple reason. We love football. All in, all season. Toyota, let's go places.
Here with head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. Boom, what did you see out of your team last night?
Well, you know what? I thought we came out pretty strong in the first period. I got a couple power plays, and obviously the power play was clicking. You know, up 3-0. I kind of knew that probably wasn't going to last. I think in the second period we came out a little flat, and they got their feet going, and they forced us to make a couple turnovers, you know, kind of unforced stuff where I'll give them credit. They had a good forecheck going, and they put some pressure on our D, and we couldn't get out of our end. And you know, they got their one, and they got their two. But again, the power play showed up and got that extra one, and you know, it was good that we got that one for sure. So, and then you know, again, their one line with Ford, White, and Kramer. You know, probably the only line that still has some continuity from last year, and they just know where they're at. And you know, Royce just stood on his head last night in the third period for sure. So good gutsy win. This is a tough place to play and a tough place to win.
Talk about your team's effort in the third period. I mean, you touched on the insurance goal from Storage on the power play, but how did you like their ability to lock it down late?
Yeah, you know what, bend, don't break. You know, they came, they pulled the goalie, and you know, we had guys blocking shots and taking lanes away and all that stuff. So you know, ultimately it was pretty good. So really good.
Turning the page to tonight. There you go. There's Ryan Hunter, Captain Kirk Underwood once again. Turning the page to tonight, what adjustments would you like to see from your group to make sure that you skate away with 6 points?
Yeah, you know what, I mean, I think to start off with, we got to come out again. We got to come out again hard. You know, when we have our opportunities on the power play, we need to bury them. Our penalty kill was pretty strong last night as well. So, you know, all around, just kind of simplify. And I guess the biggest thing, if they forecheck the way they did last night, I mean, they come with one guy hard, two guys down the wall. The middle of the ice is open a lot. So, and then they dump the puck fairly. They make it pretty difficult for our D-men to pick pucks up cleanly and all that stuff. So I'm going to challenge my D to get back early and get their feet going as much as they possibly can. And I think we need to look to the middle, and hopefully we can get out cleanly.
You talk about bending, not breaking. Great job not breaking there with Ryan Hunter coming in with the water bottle. And myself here with forward Ryan Hunter. Ryan, it's been a hot start to the season for you. What's worked so well?
Yeah, like I said before, I'm happy to be back, and it's nice playing with Alex Storjahan and Galvin, and we're just playing a good brand of hockey right now, and everything's clicking.
3 power play goals for the team last night, 2 power play goals in the first period. You assisted on both of them. Walk me through both plays.
Yeah, our power play is clicking too, right? Like, we did a lot of work, and this week, working on power play especially, and like I said, we just have to keep shooting the puck and good things will happen.
Absolutely. Looking forward to tonight. It was a tight last couple of periods last night. What do you want to see from the group to just make sure you're able to lock it down throughout the full 60?
Yeah, I think the way we started yesterday, our first 5, and even going on to our first period, we looked really good. And I think we just have to keep that mindset finishing games out, and I think we'll be all right.
Special thank you to Ryan Hunter, and special thank you to Captain Kirk Underwood for his appearance during this pregame interview. Thanks, guys. Special thank you to head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard and Ryan Hunter and Kirk Underwood, I guess, for taking the time to be interviewed prior to tonight's game. Boom talking about the power play. We just spoke about the power play prior to last night's game and what needed improvement. And well, they came right out and scored 2 power play goals immediately, 3 power play goals on the night. Ryan Hunter, of course, talking about the chemistry that he has alongside Alex Storjahan, number 4, and Ryan Galvin, number 28. So great vibes all around for the River Dragons. And good to see Kirk Underwood having some fun with his head coach and number 88. But I will say, no distraction can interrupt Ryan Hunter or Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. They kept through with that interview like it was nothing, despite Captain Kirk's best abilities. With that, let's head into another quick break, and then when we return, we're going to leave it here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Puck drop less than 15 minutes away, right here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred Away, 706-577-9668.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Before we leave it off to the on-ice show for the pregame festivities here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, I'd be remiss if I did not mention our wonderful partners at F&M Cigars. Thank you, as always, for sponsoring the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. With that, enjoy the rest of the pregame. I'll be back for Puck Drop.
Twin City Thunderbirds asked to remain standing for tonight's performance of the national anthem, brought to you by the American Elevator Company, performed tonight by Blaze Toll.
A warm welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Liam Godimer back here with you. A special thank you to everybody joining us on our streaming partners, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Sportfeed. The Columbus River Dragons enter this game with a record of 3-3-0-0-1. They have 11 points. They're fourth in the Continental Division. They will be skating from left to right to open up this hockey game. They're wearing their white uniforms with the teal numbers on the back and along the sides, while the Twin City Thunderbirds enter tonight's game with a record of 1-6-0-0-0. They have just 3 points. They'll skate from right to left. They're wearing their camo jerseys for Military Night here at Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. They will skate from right to left. The River Dragons will open up tonight's game with the line of Kevin Saban, Kirk Underwood, and Ben Pizzamenti. On defense will be Lucas Texmo, number 6, and Nathan Balkwill, number 18. While for the Thunderbirds, of course, in net for the River Dragons is Trevor Babin. How could I forget? After Tyler Roy's magnificence last night, Trevor Babin looks to follow that performance up. The Thunderbirds will open up with Liam Blomquist, number 22, on the left. In the middle is number 16, Jan Salak. And on the other wing, calling for the puck immediately, is Yuri Pastuka. In over the attacking line come the Thunderbirds. It's Liam Blomquist. He'll take a slap shot into the glove of Babin, who makes a save 17 seconds into the hockey game, and we'll have a stop. Babin wearing number 72, 27 years old, 6'1", 175 pounds. Recently celebrated his 27th birthday. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Second year as a River Dragon, 7th year in the FPHL. Last start came on November the 1st against Baton Rouge. 27 saves on 30 shots, a win. Blomquist will spray the puck around to the far side of the ice. On the ice for Columbus is Ryan Hunter, number 88, skating alongside Alex Storjahan, who scored last night, and Ryan Galvin. And right on cue, Galvin will lay a bump. The puck is cleared from outside of the red line, and it's confirmed by the linesman as the puck comes right next to the goaltender for Twin City. It's not Dyson Skinner as it was last night. It's Boris Babik. Babik, 6'2", 192 pounds. 1-3 this year, an .869 save percentage. Hunter controls off of the faceoff. He will lollipop it over to the nearest side of the ice, and Storjahan will scoop it up, pull up. Look for an option, but Farmer will overtake it for Twin City. Near wing, Zach White. He looks to get to a loose puck in front of Babin, but Stoya does well to clean it up. Ford has the puck at the side of the net, and Babin did well to glue himself to the near post as he gets knocked into. And then the Thunderbird on the ice taps his helmet and says, "I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to do that." Babbitt on the seat of his pants. Can I get back up now? Yes, he can. If you're just joining us, we're 1:09 into the first period, presented by Chick-fil-A in Midland. Liam Godimer here with you, live from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Columbus trying to make it 4 wins in a row. Jewett Blacksmith for Cody Wickline. Wickline, my fire starter of the night, scored the first goal last night on the power play. He'll leave it off for Tyler Barrow. Barrow's feathering feed up the near side of the ice was overtaken by the pest of the game, Gus Ford. Every time I say his name, it's just going to be Gus Ford. No enthusiasm behind it. Stoya gets it only as far as center, so now Gus Ford will take the puck left circle down to the goal line, and White completely whiffed on that grade A opportunity in the low slot. That will allow Wickline to get to the Thunderbirds blue line and chip it all the way down and go for a line change. A very large crowd here tonight, bigger than last night for sure. The Thunderbirds with some trouble with the puck inside of their own end. That's Cade Hanley. So he'll dish it off for somebody else and then call for the puck back. Underwood, one of the forecheckers, but the puck is lifted up, and now Jacob Schnapp on the chase. Babin turns it over, and a quick shot from the wall did not get through. Colton defending for Columbus. Butita for Schnapp, and a save made by Babin. Schnapp found himself all alone in the prime scoring area, and Babin got his chest in the way to keep it out. Shots on goal, 4-0 early for Twin City. And we saw last night the River Dragons, 2 very early power plays, 2 inside of the opening 5 minutes. They found the back of the net on both. But even as the period went on and Columbus went on to take the 3-goal lead, you could see Twin City was amping up the pressure as Schnapp hits the post. And they have come out aggressive tonight again. Butita can't get to the puck. So now Hunter will lay it over to the right side for Storjahan. Takes a hit to make a play. Coming over to join is Galvin, but the puck is just pushed past the blue line, and Mike Wynn forced back on it. Win for Storjahan, and now Hunter. Here's Ryan Hunter, number 88. He'll let it fly, and a lower body save made by Babick. He had a lot of trouble controlling that rebound, a little more juicy than I think he would have bargained for. Lucas Texmo inside of his own end. Makes the good defensive play, and at the end of his shift, Hunter will lay it ahead perfectly for Texmo, who draws a penalty. And despite having only 1 shot on goal, 3:28 into the game, Columbus will receive the first power play on the night. And as always, the power play is presented by our friends over at Publix. I tried to get a pup sub into the door before the game today. It was a no-go. Parents came to visit, thought I might get a little pre-dinner. Stopped at the door, but Publix, I wanted your sub. That's coming from a guy from New York. A lot of great bodegas in New York. Publix, #1 for me. Power play underway. 3 power play goals for the River Dragons last night. What do they have in store for the first one this evening? Cody Wickline for Storjahan. That's a very similar play to where Storjahan scored in the 3rd period last night. But it would not go this time around. Wickline behind the net. He's pressed to the backboard. Storjahan tries to move it quickly, and Boris Babick dives on top of it. In the penalty box for the Twin City Thunderbirds is number 36 defenseman Dion Demke. It's 2 minutes for a slash. The River Dragons skating 5-on-4. False start on the face-off, so Storjahan will do it again. Face-off win. Colton shoots. It's blocked by Schnapp, who got his body in the way. Colton again. The point-producing blue liner. He'll whip it across for Barrow, who sends it right back. And Colton's wrister gets blocked through traffic once more. I believe Schnapp had his hand in blocking that one before getting to the goal, as he did on the previous attempt from Colton. So a new unit on. Sabat in over the attacking line. Wickline remains on the ice. Here's Barrow! And a save made by Babic. 2/3 of that first unit, 2/5 of that first unit had gone off for a line change, but Barrow remains on the ice. Here's another grade A. Wickline for Blacksmith, and what a pad save made by Babic on the doorstep again. Jouette and Blacksmith robbed of his first goal as a River Dragon this season. Of course, Jouette's second stint with Columbus, and produced right away. And here tonight, skating on that first line, alongside Cody Wickline and Tyler Barrow. Another draw win with 35 seconds left on the power play. Thornton from the wall. Texmo to the left dot. Galvin. Texmo. Thornton. Shoots. Scores! Brody Thornton notched his first point of the season last night, and this evening, he's got his first goal. It's a power play tally, 5:01 into the frame, and it's 1-0 Columbus. Public's power play treating the River Dragons quite well. 3 goals last night on the power play, and 1 goal already on their first chance, 5 minutes in. Boris Babic calls for an icing that he's not going to get. So the Thunderbirds forced to race up 200 feet. This is Roman Kramer, who had 2 goals last night, number 18. He's skating alongside Gusford, who's got it at the goal line. Looks for Kramer, who will let it go back to the blue, and swatting that puck straight aside to the corner was Trevor Babbitt. Balkwill and Texmo involved behind the net. Attempting the stick lift in the far corner is Benjamin Pizzamenti. But Gus Ford with a short pass for a teammate. But how about Texmo to wall off his man? You see small developments out of a young blue liner. That's an impressive sequence right there out of number 6 in white. Let's see what the captain has in store. Behind the net, he finds a teammate, and Texmo is denied by Babic. The puck's still loose. Behind the net, wrapping it around is Galvin. Here's Wynn with a slapper, and that one's stopped by the blocker of Babic. And we have another stop. Columbus pushing here, but unfortunately, they take an offensive zone penalty as Joel Texmo will go to the penalty box. The foreign decor penalty kill to come when we return from this commercial break. You're watching Columbus River Dragons hockey on YouTube, Sportfy, and Facebook.
What's up, you guys? What can I get you?
What's good?
2. Go for 2.
How about the 2 for $25? You get 1 app and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger.
Let's go for it.
That's right. We always go for 2.
Applebee's 2 for $25. 1 app and 2 entrees. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
What drives us to live for this game?
Yep. Here's the catch.
Do we enjoy the pain? Is it chasing greatness? Or is it passion? Teetering on madness. We're here for one simple reason. We love football. All in, all season. Toyota, let's go places.
Back here in Winston-Salem, Liam Godimer here with you. If you're just joining us, Columbus has a 1-0 lead. And why is that? Well, a power play goal scored at 5:01. Brody Thornton, number 65, assisted by Lucas Texmo, number 6. He got the primary helper and the secondary to Ryan Galvin. But now Twin City is on the power play, which means Columbus is on the floor and decor penalty kill. This is Don Carter Jr. who will shoot. Did not get through to Babin. River Dragons have it for a moment. They can clear, and now Storjahan makes no mistake. Twin City out at center. Weaving over to his left is Jan Salak, number 16. He's got a man up top. That's Carter Jr., who will play it right back down low into the corner. Liam Blomqvist does not look to the front. Instead, he'll spray it around the back. At the line, over to the dot. Pastuka waiting for the one-timer if the puck comes to him, which it does, and he does not take a one-timer. He takes a wrister, and it gets deflected up over the glass and into the mesh, out of play, which means we have a stoppage. The penalty for Columbus is on Joel Texman. 2 minutes for a rough in the offensive zone at 6:15. Tough to call a rough in the offensive zone, but perhaps a bit too overzealous in front of the net. Gus Ford shoots, and Babin makes a save. Sorry, Gus Ford shoots, and Babin makes a save. .57 seconds remains. In the penalty to Joel Texmo. Shot from the blue line, misses the net. Here is Gus Ford at the half boards. Stick lift from Stoya, Schnapp behind the net. He gets tangled up with Thornton. Comes loose for Ford. Kramer over to the right. Ford again. Kramer shoots, and what a save by Babin. You talk about pinning that puck to your helmet. That's using your head, 72. Tyler Barrow, Lucas Texmo, Cody Wickline, and Nathan Balkwill, the 4 penalty killers on the ice for Columbus. As the faceoff comes to the glove side, or the stick side, I should say, of Trevor Babin, and now we're going to have a penalty. And is this going to be interference in the offensive zone on Jacob Schnapp? Spoiler alert. Yes, it is. The boos coming from the fans here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. But I promise the penalty was called because he cannot do that. So Jacob Schnapp to the box, 2 minutes for you can't do that. It is interference on number 6. At 7:51, so we'll skate 4 aside for 25 seconds. So for the River Dragons, just gain possession of the puck, hold on to it, wait for Joel Texmo to get out of the box. Let's get this show on the road. And they win the faceoff, and Barrow will shoot, and Boris Babbitt gloves it. Not a bad idea. If you have the puck in the high slot, a chance to get it to the net, take it. Barrow playing in the middle here. He takes the faceoff. And he'll win it to the boards. Hauled down is Blacksmith. He immediately gets right back up. Here's Yuri Pastuka. Number 24. He had it for a moment, now he doesn't. Luke Dobles clears it in. And now out of the box comes Joel Texmo. Half a minute gone by on the Schnapp penalty for interference. So beginning his approach is Lucas Texmo. He'll dish it over to the left. Brody Thornton, who has the River Dragons goal tonight, will try to send it in, but it's stopped down by Farmer, who clears. ladled back the other direction and successfully tipped along by Thornton into the Thunderbird end, so no icing. Wickline and Storjahan on the hunt for the puck. But Farmer will get past 1, 2, and 3 River Dragons, but not 4. Wickline in the corner. Colton had it, but it bounced on him. Colton again. Tyler Barrow, number 8. He'll dish it through a tight area for Wickline. Barrow for Wickline. They'll switch places with one another. Colton up top. Thornton in front of the net, who just chips it wide to the glove side of Boris Babbitt. And now a 2-on-2 shorthanded for Twin City. Gus Ford, right side, Babin shuts it down. That was Zach White with the chance. And Gus Ford looks at his teammate and says, come on, I put that on the tee for you. It was a very good pass. But Trevor Babin, you talk about picking up where Tyler Roy left off. Well, the word to describe 72 tonight, sharp. Twin City controls off of the face-off. They'll backhand it back beneath the goal line. It comes loose to Pastuca, and a glove save made by Babin. He got it up and kept that puck out. 2 seconds and 1 remaining on the Public's power play, as now we'll have a penalty called by the backside referee. Mike Wynn had his stick knocked out of his hands. Makeup call. Back to the floor and decor penalty kill. The River Dragons go. Twin City to open up tonight's game. 2 for 32 on the power play this season. There's a one-timer that misses the net. Kramer, left side, his shot blocked by the lower body of Balkwill. And sent down the sheet by your captain, Kirk Underwood, number 11. Sauced over to the Twin City bench. Now over to the near side of the ice. In over the attacking line they come. Stop down on the outside. Into some traffic come the Thunderbirds, but it's poked out by Ryan Hunter, and a 2-on-1. 88-11. Hunter for Underwood. And a save made by Babbitt. Underwood tried to deke him, and Babbitt got the pad down. Pristine pass there from Hunter to just find Underwood with some open space. Meanwhile, Blomqvist, he shoots, and that goes out of play. Let's head to immediate timeout. Let's head to immediate timeout. 1-0, the River Dragons lead. They'll remain on the floor and decor penalty kill for another 56 seconds when we return.
Playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Race you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Back here in Winston-Salem, Liam Godimer here with you. 1-0, the River Dragons lead, courtesy of a power play goal by Brody Thornton, number 65. Encourage all of the fans to stick around during the intermission, because not only will we have our usual intermission coverage, but during the second intermission, we'll have our very first Inside Edge Club member spotlight featuring a member of our booster club, Roxanne Dover. Hear my conversation with Roxanne, what it's like to be a part of the booster club, and why you should join the River Dragons family if you haven't already. Second intermission, it's coming your way. But coming your way right now is the Floor and Decor penalty kill. And there's 56 seconds on it. The guilty party is Mike Wynn, who's in the penalty box for hooking. Good shorthanded defensive play by the River Dragons, and now Pizzamenti takes advantage of a turnover and still has the puck. High slot. He'll shoot towards Wickline, perhaps looking for a tip. But luckily for the Thunderbirds, there were multiple players in front of the net to block off their goaltender. Don Carter Jr. will ladle it in. He'll hustle after the puck. Brody Thornton will leave it off in the far corner, and Pizzamenti will get the clear. Boris Babic, the aggressive goaltender, plays it up ahead. But it doesn't work out for Twin City. And now Galvin, right next to his own bench, has Storjahan up ahead. But instead, he'll safely play it back for the defense. Balkwill will go D to D and look at the scoreboard as the last second of Mike Wynn's penalty comes off the clock. Floor and Decor penalty kill over. Ryan Galvin into the attacking zone, looking for Hunter, who was there in the right spot, but Galvin's pass took a tip off of Babic's pad. Now we have another penalty. This will be on Columbus. 2 minutes for a slash, so right back to the Floor and Decor penalty kill. They're getting their money's worth tonight. And while the Thunderbirds power play really struggling to begin the season, no reason to want to wake up a sleeping giant now. Here's the dragon reference. Don't play with fire, you might get burned. And this time, it's Mike Wynn who goes back to the box. And he was confused about his first penalty and then puts his hands up into the air and says, really? Me again? And that's key for the River Dragons, because Wynn, one of the most important penalty killers on defense that Columbus has. There's a trip behind the net. Thank you very much. Let's even us up. But then a Thunderbird brought down, and Balkwill and Schnapp. Here we go. Jacob Schnapp with a couple of overhands onto the back of Balkwill's head, and now a response from Trevor Babin, the goaltender. It's Babin and Schnapp. Mayhem here in Winston-Salem. Trevor Babin stepping up for his teammate. Jersey half off. And now they're separated. Balkwill goes up to the locker room and takes a punch to the back by a Thunderbird on the ice. Now that is a leader, and that is a teammate. It doesn't matter if you're the goaltender. You see your teammate getting roughed up, you come over there and you stand up. And that's what Trevor Babin did. That was ridiculous by Schnapp. And Trevor Babin's going to the locker room. And Tyler Roy is coming into this game. Oh, baby, I loved Trevor Babin before this broadcast started, but I love him even more now. Respect meter way up, and it was already high. Tyler Roy into the game. And now the officials are going to figure this out. My, oh my. The River Dragons and the Thunderbirds rivalry As good as ever, baby. I have to protect myself up here in the booth. We are very close to the lower bowl. I am only the broadcaster, and in real life, a pacifist. No interest in fighting. A lover, not a fighter. But that is one of the craziest things I have ever seen in a hockey game, broadcasting or not broadcasting. How can you not love this sport? No matter who you root for. Man, I should have held off Jacob Schnapp as my pest of the game until tonight. What a missed opportunity. Too bad I can't predict that. Hopefully cooler heads will now prevail. Hockey is a family at the end of the day. And we will get the penalties figured out. Let's keep it here in Winston-Salem. Well, wasn't that just amazing? 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first period. After a very long conversation by the scorers table, we will now be back underway, and we will remain at 5-on-4 hockey. Tyler Roy is now the goaltender for Columbus. Once all the penalties come onto the score sheet, I will update you all. But for now, it's 1-0 River Dragons, and they are still on the penalty kill. For another minute 40, Mike Wynn, not to be lost in all of this, is in the box for his second minor penalty of the period. Pastuca, he'll go down the wall. Salak with Colton, they tangle. From the goal line, the puck is airborne, but it's kicked beautifully by Pastuca. From the corner to the slot, they score. It gets deflected in off of Lucas Texmo in front. And the first shot against Tyler Roy tonight beats him. Never easy to come into the game when you are not expected to start and then be on the penalty kill, no less. Tyler Roy taps his post and will play on. So the Thunderbirds tie the game right after the fight. Good defensive play by Brody Thornton despite a couple of oncoming Thunderbirds to lay it out into the Twin City zone. He makes another recovery to prevent Putita from driving down the wall and perhaps having numbers for his club, but this will be an icing on the River Dragons, and the faceoff will come to the side of Roy. So the penalties on the Twin City side have come across. It's a fighting major on Jacob Schnapp and a game misconduct for being the aggressor at 12:20. So Schnapp done for the night. And Babin undoubtedly the same. Just a fighting major for Babin right now. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. Here's Kramer, a shot saved by Roy. Kramer's got his own rebound back, but Stoya will recollect. Rolled around the boards, Blacksmith lifts the stick, and now Barrow with a wick line for a moment. But now in transition come the Thunderbirds. From the goal line to the low slot, Blacksmith will extend his twig in hopes of getting it out of the defensive end, but Gus Ford will keep it in. Zach White will sauce it to the blue line, getting down to a knee as Cade Hanley to keep it in. But his bank off of the boards is read immediately by Brody Thornton. And he'll smack it out right back into Twin City territory. Farmer for Ford. Ford has a step, he missed, glove side. Here's Kramer from a sharp angle. He hit the outside of the post. The puck stays in play. 5:28 to go in the first period. It's 1-1. The goal for Twin City, by the way, goes to Gus Ford at 13:02. Assisted by Zach White. Don Carter Jr. misses the net. It goes out of play, and we'll have a stop. The shot's on goal, 12-11 for the Thunderbirds. And it is a game misconduct for Babin, unsportsmanlike conduct. So Babic and Schnapp done. But Boris Babic turns it over to Ryan Hunter, who nearly scored from the outside. Storjahan from behind the net looks for Hunter. It comes to the outside for Texmo, who will fling it on. Boris Babic got a piece with the stick, despite that puck potentially going wide. Storjahan hooks his man, that's a penalty. And Boris Babic picks up the puck as he's skating to the bench. That was pretty cool. Perfectly in stride like that. I'll give him credit. Yuri Pastuka, number 24, in a tight area in front, and Roy said, get out of here with that one. Gus Ford. Ryan Hunter talking to the referee, frustrated that there wasn't a penalty. And instead, it's Storjahan that gets called in the offensive zone for the hook. Let's send it to immediate timeout. We'll be right back.
Hey, grab me one, too.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Back here in Winston-Salem, another Floor and Decor penalty kill. There have been a lot of those here in this first period. Off the face-off, a false start, so we'll do it again. If you missed it, you missed a lot. Brody Thornton scored the first goal of the game at 5:01, assisted by Lucas Texmo and Ryan Galvin. It seems like a long time ago. And between that goal and the Thunderbirds goal at 12:20, all chaos broke loose. In the corner, Nathan Balkwill with an unintentional hit, a response from Jacob Schnapp, who just started unloading on Balkwill, who had no intention of retaliating. Balkwill took multiple body shots, a few punches over the back of the head. It was just really a dangerous situation all around. And Trevor Babin, the goaltender, decided not to just watch that go by and fought Schnapp. Forward over to the right, save, rebound save made by Roy. And he'll swat the puck with his stick into the corner. That's getting yourself into the game after giving up a goal on your first shot. Mike Wynn finally gets an opportunity to kill a penalty. Will slam it only as far as center. The puck collides with Ford, who will find a teammate, but now Wynn will clear. He gets it over a stick, and now the River Dragons able to get a line change. Pizzamenti heads off, and Wynn heads up. Stoya and Colton, the defensive unit, two unfamiliar players with one another on the back end right now. Sabad finishes his check onto White, and now Colton goes into the corner alongside Stoya in pursuit of the puck. A few players hovering on the outside as well. Underwood in front of the net. The puck comes to Gus Ford. Zach White to Gus Ford. Slap pass to the right side, and Roy said no, but the puck goes in. Since the fight, the Thunderbirds have scored 2 straight goals, and they're now in front. Back underway, the River Dragons now trail. This is the first time in this weekend series. Columbus has trailed. Here's Jan Salak, number 16. Dragging with the puck and cutting to the net is Blomqvist. He'll hold around the cage. This is Hanley, number 3. He'll send it around. Thornton will leave it off for Texmo. And now 2-on-2 through the middle of the ice. It's Wickline and Barrow. Here's Cody Wickline, the fire starter of the night. He'll pull up, look for Barrow. His attempted pass comes back to him, so he'll go for Texmo instead, who looks to the front for Hunter. It was just out of his reach. Barrow in a tight area, behind the net. On the backhand to the circle. It misses Wickline, but comes to Thornton, who shoots, and a save made. Puck cleared out by Twin City. And Storjahan will pick it up at center. Columbus will try to catch them in a change. It's Hunter with Storjahan and Galvin on the ice. Those are the forwards. And Galvin might have some open space, but the linesman indicates offsides. The second goal for Twin City, and most recent, comes off of the stick of Michael Mania. His first goal of his FPHL career, assisted by number 18, Roman Kramer, and number 36, Dion Demke. a power play goal. So 2 power play goals for Twin City. In the neutral zone, Colton watches it hop over his stick. He'll try to whack it right back out, and he will. But Farmer will overtake possession with 1:40 left to go here in the first. Storjahan on the backhand will get it past the line. Farmer on the chase. Galvin on the forecheck. And Farmer will go D to D, and it's just worked out ahead of Galvin. So now, the forward group for Twin City. This is Jan Butita out in front. Butita had the chance. From the right point, it's blocked. Storjahan for Hunter, and it might have been a breakaway for Hunter, but he was unable to reach back and gain possession of it in time. Good look, though. Hunter finishes his check. Here's Galvin with the puck on his forehand, calling for the puck is win. He'll send it right back down low. Hunter between his own legs for Underwood, who joins him behind the Thunderbird cage. But now airlifted out with 45 seconds and counting left to play. Stoya to the middle, tipped to Underwood and maneuvered in. Babic on the forehand, trying to stop down the puck was Sabad. He was unable to do so. And now Gus Ford through the middle, left it off for Kramer. That's a penalty. It's going to be, I believe, on the Thunderbirds, and it will. 20 seconds to go in the period. Brody Thornton will try to go coast to coast with the biscuit. He's got Jewett and Blacksmith, and the puck touched up. You may not call 13.5 seconds that much time to score a power play goal, but with the way the River Dragons power play has been humming over the last 2 games, I wouldn't put it past them to pot one in 13.5 ticks. And fans, it's a great time to welcome you all to the Public's power play. Wickline, Storjahan, Hunter left to right on the back end. Is Barrow and Colton, just one defender. Colton forced all the way back to the middle of the ice. Hunter unable to grab it, and that does it for the period. Columbus will be on the Public's power play for 1:47 once the second period begins at the end of 20 minutes. The Twin City Thunderbirds 2, the Columbus River Dragons 1. Let's send it to a break, and then when we come back, I've got a recap of that eventful frame.
Hey, play for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
It feels like just yesterday our healing mission began. Inspired by visionaries, answering a higher calling. For 75 years, we've cared for this community, body, mind, and spirit. From checkups to life-saving heart surgery, from welcoming new life to supporting mental health and healing. For 3 generations, we've stood by your side, and our story is just beginning. Inspired by purpose, we're shaping the heart of healthcare.
What's up, you guys? What can I get you?
What's good?
2. 2. Go for 2.
How about the 2 for $25? You get 1 app and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger.
Let's go for it.
That's right. We always go for 2.
Applebee's 2 for $25. 1 app and 2 entrees. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
A warm welcome back to Winston-Salem. Liam Godimer here with you. Wait just a moment. Inside of the broadcast booth after 20 minutes of play. Twin City with 2 goals and the River Dragons with just 1 goal. And what a period that was. It was quite eventful, and the River Dragons scored the opening goal, and it came at 5:01 on the power play, and it was Brody Thornton, number 65. He scored his first point as a River Dragon last night, and this evening he scores his first goal. It was on the power play. It came from the right circle, and he beat the goaltender, which was Boris Babic, right between his legs to give Columbus a 1-0 lead. But then, as we got into the latter half of the frame at 13:02, it would be Gus Ford tying the game. But before we get there, let's talk about it, because it's the elephant in the room, the fight between Trevor Babin and Jacob Schnapp. So it was the start of a Floor and Decor penalty kill for the River Dragons, and the Thunderbirds had controlled off of the face-off, and the puck was rolled around behind the net, and Nathan Balkwill had connected with one of the Thunderbirds who had gone down. And I was right here. I looked into the corner, and I saw Balkwill go to his man and say, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that." And then Schnapp came over, took exception. And I understand taking exception, right? The game of hockey is what it is. You always want to stand up for your teammate. But Schnapp, I mean, 3 to 5 big-time blows to the stomach, and then at least 2 shots to the back of the head. And Nathan Balkwill went off to the locker room, and what did the response from the River Dragons look like, and who did it come from? Well, it didn't come from any of the players on the ice not wearing goalie gear. It came from Trevor Babin, the netminder, who wasted absolutely no time chucking fists with Jacob Schnapp in the near side corner. Absolute madness. I'm happy that cooler heads have prevailed. After the fight, the power play for the Thunderbirds continued, and they scored. And that was the aforementioned goal by Gus Ford, which came at 10:20. It was assisted by number 20, Zach White. Once again, a power play goal tying the game at 1-1. And then at 16:38, after a hooking minor at 15:33 from Alex Storjahan, Twin City would score another power play goal, and it would come at 16:38, and it would be scored by Michael Mania, number 25. The assist to number 18, Roman Kramer, who now adds a helper to his 2 goals last night, and number 36, Dion Demke. And at the end of 20 minutes of play, it's a 2-1 lead for the Thunderbirds. Coming into the game after the fight involving Trevor Babin was Tyler Roy, who was magnificent last night. But as I mentioned in the moment, it's so difficult as a goaltender to not mentally prepare yourself for a game. Tyler Roy, knowing before the game that he was not starting, didn't get himself into that mode. Serving as the backup this evening, Babin elects to fight. He comes out onto the ice, plays inside the opening 13:02 of the contest, and the first shot against that he saw beat him. And it was a net front play that was just deflected and went underneath his lower body and went over the goal line and into the back of the net to give Twin City the 2-1 lead. So that's where we stand after the first period. I encourage everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Sporfy to go back. It's 12:20 into the period, the fight between Schnapp and Trevor Babin. You won't want to miss it. With that, I am going to get my voice back during this upcoming commercial break. And when we return, I have the Out-of-Town Scoreboard presented by our fabulous friends at Zelmo Zippin. You're watching Columbus River Dragons hockey on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, Liam Godimer here with you. The intermission coverage continuing, which means it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, presented by our friends at Zelmo Zippin. Let's take a look around the Federal Prospects Hockey League on this Saturday night. And the River Dragons this evening have the early game, which means no other games going on. Twin City with a 2-1 lead after 20. Watertown and Danbury will face off at 7 p.m. The Indiana Sentinels will take on the Binghamton Black Bears yet again. That was a close game last night. Puck drops at 7 p.m. for that one. The Athens Rock Lobsters take on the Monroe Moccasins at 7:05. The Port Huron Prowlers battling the Blue Ridge Bobcats at 7:30. And one final game at 8:05 Eastern Time. The Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Biloxi Breakers. That is your out-of-town scoreboard, presented by our friends at Zelmo Zippin. And fans, this is a great time to remind you that you can get season tickets today by calling our front office at 706-507-4625. The home opener is next week, a week from yesterday. Friday, November the 14th, 7:35 p.m. at the Columbus Civic Center, the Columbus River Dragons and the PD Ice Cats. You will not want to miss it. Get your tickets by calling, once again, 706-507-4625 or by visiting ourdragons.com. And if you want to be a part of the River Dragons family all season, you can get your season tickets, and you can get them through our captain, Kirk Underwood, wearing number 11. You can get them through Ryan Galvin, number 28. You can get them through me if you'd like. Multiple ways to enjoy Columbus River Dragons hockey this season, and it all starts November 14th, Friday night. The home schedule begins. The first 3,000 fans inside of the Columbus Civic Center will receive a co-branded beanie featuring our sponsors, Publix and the River Dragons. You will not want to miss that game and that amazing activation coming your way on Friday night. And with that, you can still get the road jersey off the back, featuring Tyler Roy and Jewett and Blacksmith. How do you get it? Well, you can get it in a few different ways, but you can visit ourdragons.com, click Fan Zone. Under Fan Zone, click Online Auctions. That takes you straight to the River Dragons dash page, where you can buy your raffle tickets for an opportunity to win either Jewett and Blacksmith or Tyler Roy's jersey straight off of his back. And whoever wins Tyler Roy's jersey coming up this week is really getting a great deal for their money, because not only is it one game this weekend he's playing, but it's two after Trevor Babbitt's fight against Jacob Schnapp in the first period. But be sure to get the road jersey off the bat only on Dash. ourdragons.com, Fan Zone, click Online Auctions, and that will take you to the River Dragons Dash page. You can also find our Dash through our Facebook or through our link tree, which is within our Instagram bio. And hey, River Dragons fans, we've got some exciting news. You can now purchase your very own customizable Outdoors Night jerseys. These are the exact jerseys our players will wear for Outdoors Night on January 31st, brought to you in partnership with Realtree and Mountain Dew. Head over to ourdragonsmerch.com. You'll find it right on the homepage or under the Specialty Jerseys tab. The purchase window is open now through November 16th at midnight, so don't wait. You've got just several days to grab yours. Each jersey costs $150. It is fully sublimated, not sewn on, and you can buy as many as you'd like. Those are beautiful. Please note, these jerseys won't be available immediately, but they will arrive in time for the big Outdoors Night game on January 31st. And one last promotion to tell you about, and it's the best one. Looking for the best value in Columbus? Don't miss the River Dragons Family 4-pack presented by Chick-fil-A Midland, Buffalo Rock Pepsi, Brewster's WTVM, and the Columbus Civic Center. Here's the deal. For just $40, you'll get 4 upper-level tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 boxes of popcorn, 4 Pepsi drinks, and 4 Chick-fil-A entree coupons. Family 4-packs are available for select game nights, that being November 22nd, December 20th, January 10th, February 7th, March 7th, and April 11th. But hurry, you must order by noon the day before the game. By afternoon Friday, and you miss out on the building swag. Pick up your packs early at the River Dragons office or on game day at the Family 4-pack table by the east entrance at the Columbus Civic Center. If you want to get in on that deal, scan the QR code on your screen. I'll just say it one more time because the deal's so good. $40 for upper level River Dragons tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 boxes of popcorn, 4 Pepsi drinks, and 4 Chick-fil-A entree coupons. And it all comes your way by scanning that QR code on the screen. We'll be right back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. The second period not too far away.
Play for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra.
Welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Liam Godimer here with you. 20 minutes on the clock. The Thunderbirds with a 2-1 lead, backed by 2 power play goals in that opening frame. The first power play goal was scored at 13:02 by Gus Ford. The second power play goal was scored at 16:38 by Michael Mania. Before those 2 power play goals, it was Brody Thornton with a power play goal. A trifecta of PPGs in the opening frame and a fight featuring goaltender Trevor Babin and Jacob Schnapp, who are no longer in the game. Let's do that hockey. Columbus on the Public's power play to begin the frame for a minute 30. Josh Colton for Tyler Barrow. They'll play catch. Right side, Hunter. To the outside, Colton. Barrow will switch up with Wickline. Barrow from the corner to the front and tipped wide of Boris Babic. And straight onto the twig of a Thunderbird defender who finds White in over the attacking line, but a no-look pass is easily read and detected by Storjahan, who will begin the up. Alex Storjahan, number 4, leaves it for Hunter, who will dangle around 1. Sauce a pass for Wickline, who looks back for Hunter, who intentionally lets it go for Colton. Barrow across. Hunter, forehand, shoots. Glove by Babic. Galvin, Jewett, and Blacksmith, Kevin Sabad, Lucas Texmo, and Brody Thornton. Blacksmith controls off of the face-off for Columbus. Brody Thornton for Blacksmith, right side. Thornton again shoots, tip tie. Texmo met by Jan Salak. So the puck will come out for Thornton. He'll retreat into the defensive zone, leave it off for Jewett and Blacksmith. The 6'2" forward will knife through the defense, fire on, and miss wide of the stick. Thornton keeps it in for the moment, but his attempt on the backhand to push it deeper in the offensive zone was negated. And the Public's power play, just like that, comes to a close. Never easy to have a majority of your power play time be at the start of a period. And there we see that come to fruition inside the opening 3 minutes. Kirk Underwood, who wears number 11. Swift back pass for Texmo. Here's Galvin, he's tripped, that's a penalty. Once Twin City touches up, the Public's power play will commence once more. Keep your feet moving, Galvs. And that's what he does. And he's hauled down. Kramer to the penalty box. This would be a great time to tie the hockey game now, wouldn't it? Left to right, in terms of the forwards. Cody Wickline, Alex Storjahan, Ryan Hunter. On the outside, it's Barrow and one defender, and Colton, who has the puck. Josh Colton, who scored a power play goal last night, will feather the puck to Cody Wickline, who also had a power play goal last night. Storjahan comes into the area, who also had a power play goal last night, but it's cleared all the way down. To the side of Tyler Roy. From one Tyler to another, it's Barrow. In over the attacking line for a moment, but immediately worked out. Barrow comes right back in. He'll play it to the River Dragons bench, past the blue line for Hunter, who will send it the other direction, and it's maneuvered off of the glass by the Thunderbirds. Quick pass from Roy, trying to catch Twin City in a change. Tyler Barrow nearly found Ryan Hunter. Hunter still has the puck. He'll fight off not one check, but 2. Hunter for Texmo. Barrow, quick pass, Hunter scores! Ryan Hunter blisters a power play goal into the net. Columbus 2, Twin City 2. You talk about a perfect pass and a fabulous finish. Barrow to Hunter to the back of the net. And that's another power play goal for the River Dragons. Pizzamenti and Underwood now on the ice in the offensive zone in pursuit of the go-ahead tally. 3:50 into the game. Here's a chance, and they score! That's Michael Mania with 2. How about scoring your first 2 FPHL goals on the same night? I believe he went backhand 5-hole on Roy. Never easy when you're trying to protect both posts as a goaltender to secure the lower part of the net. And now head coach Bichard comes over, and does he want a review here? Remember, he can review if he wants. And the officials will go to the scorer's table. So you speak it into existence. And are they going to take a look at the iPad? Yes, they will. And perhaps are they reviewing for offsides? I don't think it was goaltender interference. Right now, the goal counts and it's 3-2, but an official review. And the referee, after taking a look at the iPad for a very short time, explains to the River Dragons bench the decision. Alex Jamaev, who's serving as the assistant coach on the road tonight, has his hands up in the air. So I assume that Columbus's bench is not being told what they want to hear, and it's going to be a good goal. And this is just speculation on my part. Maybe the review didn't work. That's why it was so quick. So the call on the ice was a good goal, which has to stand. That would be a shame. A real shame if that's the case. You put instant replay in for a reason, don't you? You put it in for it to work and for you to get the call right. And yeah, they weren't at the iPad long enough to even come to a conclusive decision. It's speculation for right now, but I don't think it worked. And that is really a shame. 3-2 with a big asterisk right next to the Thunderbird logo right now. Storjahan at center. Boris Babic gets down to make the save. If you're just joining us, we're 4:45 into the middle frame. Each team with a goal so far here in the second. For Columbus, theirs came at 3:30. Here's Gus Ford with a chance, stopped down by Roy. To the line, Don Carter Jr. keeps it in, and despite a deflection, Roy makes a save, and the one-timer from White goes off the side of the net. Blacksmith with a baseball swing at it, but he can't get it out of the zone, and what a defensive play by Mike Wynn to rough up his man in front of the cage and prevent perhaps yet another goal. But Columbus right now having trouble getting out of their own zone. Jouett and Blacksmith can't. Tyler Roy out of his net again. Puck picked up in the slot by Butita. Colton on the backhand. All he's able to do is whack it to the near side where Barrow will lift it. Getting down to block the pass was Carter Jr. We'll settle things down now with 14-12 to go. As I was saying, the goal for the River Dragons came on the power play at 3:30. It was Ryan Hunter from Tyler Barrow. And then for Twin City, their goal came at even strength, their first even strength goal of the night. Michael Mania, his second of the evening. Assisted by Noah Hippolyte, number 23. Save made by Roy from the outside. And now the River Dragons offense will have an opportunity to begin their approach. Brody Thornton already with a goal this evening. He'll fire. Try to go high short side on Babic, who said no with the stick. Zone entry blocked down by Ryan Hunter. Here he comes alongside Ben Pizzamenti and Alex Dorjahan. A backhander missed the goal. Thornton, slap shot over the glove of Babic. And now this might be a break. Watch out! And Roy with the stick. That was Yuri Pastuka who was behind the defense. Pastuka again. Over to the left wing side. Comes behind Roy. Moving the puck is Stoya. Brody Thornton, number 65, takes a hit to the back, and now White, a 2-on-1 in tight, and Roy will cover. White and Pastuka were in deep. And Roy able to gobble it up. Let's head to immediate timeout. We'll be right back.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today, serving you.
In the South, there's a few things your home needs. Like you need a strong fan on a hot day.
It's so hot.
Like Friday nights need football.
Game day!
Like front porches gotta have rocking chairs.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandpa.
And in the South, you need pest control you can trust to protect your home. That's why you need Cook's Pest Control.
Cook's Pest Control.
Welcome back to Winston-Salem. Liam Godimer here with you. The score 3-2. The goal that has put Twin City in front was way offsides. Way offsides. I can only assume that the review did not work. And Alex Jemayev on the bench, serving as the assistant coach as all of us, when he puts his hands up in the air and says, really, are you serious right now? This should be 2-2. And now Ford looking to make it 4-2. Had his chance blocked. Texmo will work it all the way down the ice, and Blacksmith unable to get to the goal line ahead of his man, so that is an icing on the River Dragons. Two goals for Michael Mania, the difference right now in the game. Joetten Blacksmith with the puck in the neutral zone. He fans on it. Cade Hanley, number 3, comes up with it. Blacksmith ties him up for the moment. But Putita will successfully work it into the far corner. Gus Ford there too. He's met by his opposite number and Cody Wickline. And it's ladled out to center. Now back in the defensive zone. Twin City off of the boards. Butita for Ford, who will skate in against Balkwill. Good to see Nathan Balkwill back out there after taking those punches from Jacob Schnapp in the first. White. In front, Texmo down to a knee. We'll find Wickline, who feeds Blacksmith, who will chip it in to the Thunderbird end. Colton and Wynn now out there on defense. Sabad, Underwood, and Pizzamenti out there in terms of the forward. Mania, one-timer over the cage. That was Luke Dobles with a chance. Don Carter Jr. He'll drive down the wall. Mike Wynn behind the net. Finds Sabad and Kevin Sabad, number 74. Quick pass for Colton, who immediately will push it for Underwood. And on the chase for the puck goes Underwood and Sabad. Wynn pinches up in search of some offense. Pizzamenti there too, but this will be numbers for Twin City. Right at the blue line, Colton stops his man down, so we have offsides on the Thunderbirds. And that is an opponent offsides, which as always is presented by Old School Barbershop. Need a little off your sides? Appointments are required, so call or book online 24/7 from Instagram, Facebook, or by visiting oldschoolbarbershop.com. Look at this hair, it's long. Old school, I need you. Back underway. Jan Salak against Matt Stoya behind Tyler Roy, who's now into the game after Trevor Babin and Jacob Schnapp fought one another in the first period. We are exactly halfway through the hockey game. It is Thunderbirds 3, River Dragons 2. Snapshot from the point is blocked by Joel Texmo. Texmo in pursuit of the puck. The pass for Salak past him, and all the way down it goes. Brody Thornton confirms the icing. And that is an opponent icing presented by Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing. And we will head to a commercial break.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. 3-2, the Thunderbirds lead over the River Dragons. If you're just joining us, Columbus's goals this evening, Brody Thornton and Ryan Hunter, both on the power play and both in that order. Tyler Barrow, Jewett Blacksmith, Cody Wickline, new look first line. And head coach Bichard had no interest in changing from last night to tonight. Very happy with his team's performance throughout all 60 minutes. And in talking with him before the game during the Coach's Corner interview presented by F&M Cigars, he told me that going up 3-0 was nice, but he knew that the Thunderbirds were not going to go down without a fight. And they did not. Matt Stoya in front of his own net cleans it up in front of Roy and bodies off the oncoming attacker in time for Roy to get a freeze. Shots 28-18. Twin City. Next game for the River Dragons coming Friday night. The home opener against the PD Ice Cats. For Twin City, they will be taking on the Blue Ridge Bobcats on the road on the 14th. We have a stop at the line. This is going to be an offsides. Ben Pizzamenti comes in to take the face-off, scored his first FPHL goal on November the 1st at Baton Rouge. And that concluded a 3-point weekend for the rookie. And he makes a good defensive play right outside of the blue line and will glove the puck down to himself. Hanley, number 3, outside of the red line, gets some air underneath it, but Brody Thornton will push it up ahead. Sabad now back on it. Inside of his own zone, Stoya up the ice for Wickline. Sabad near wing. All the way down it goes around Boris Babic. Clearing attempt, stopped down by White. And on the backhand, only gets as far as center, where Thornton will maneuver it right back in. Hanley and Don Carter Jr. come together. Hanley holds. Stretched through the middle. Kramer, a nifty between the legs pass for Ford. Back for Kramer, left side, and Roy with the blocker. Stoya brought down in the far corner, no call. So Storjahan will leave it for Galvin. And despite an opening penalty box, or bench door, I should say, right at the time of a hit between Galvin and a Thunderbird, all players okay, and we play on. Galvin, drop pass, Storjahan, it's blocked by Farmer. That was a good look. Things have certainly tightened up for Columbus here in the second at even strength. Balkwell fires on, that hits the high glass. Texmo left point. Slap shot by Hunter. Closing the pads was Babic. Storjahan around the net. Looks for Galvin. Closed off by Farmer and swatted out. Texmo gets a lot under it. Fires it in again. Takes a loud bounce off of the end boards. Pops out in front of Babic. Not kept in by Balkwell, so if the River Dragons touch the puck, it'll be offsides. Barrow, Underwood, and Blacksmith on the ice, but we have an offsides. Faceoff will come outside of the line. In the first period, we saw the shots officially now 19-13. 9-6 here in the second, 28-19 for the game in favor of the home side. But including the goal from Ryan Hunter, just 6 shots, or 5 shots, 6 shots towards the net here in the second period. Underwood at the near dot out of Littleton, Colorado. Kirk's got the puck. He feeds Blacksmith, who has Barrow to his right. Blacksmith for Barrow! And he just poke-checked. Or poked it, rather, high over the net. Underwood's got it again. In front for Barrow. Cleaned up. And now the Thunderbirds up along the near wing will snap it into the zone. Nathan Balkwell to the stick side of Roy. His clearing attempt stopped down at the line, and a soft shot winds up in front. Balkwell desperately lifts the stick. And Texmo will send it out of play from the defensive zone. And do we have a penalty for delay of game on Lucas Texmo here? Yep, they nabbed him. 2 minutes for delay of game. It was Texmo who sent them out. But Blacksmith is going to go to the box. It's better to have an extra defender out there, so they got the call wrong, oh well. Twin City tonight scored on the power play twice after coming into this game with just 2 power play goals on the year. They've doubled that. Roman Kramer, number 18. Left circle to the blue line. Gus Ford can't keep it in. Michael Mania. Zach White down to the goal line. White calls for it back and gets it. Right circle. White for Mania. In front, and a save made by Roy. Pizzamenti, Thornton, Stoya, and the man taking the face-off, Ryan Hunter. With Jouett and Blacksmith in the box for Lucas Texmo's delay of game. So with Trevor Babin no longer in the net, Boris Babik, I assume we'll have to go with Babin. White, left wing side, Kramer. Save made by Roy. Oh, how did he stop that? The pass from the goal line up along the far post over to the right side, and Roy somehow shut it down. Gus Ford now. He'll weave in, and Roy makes a save that time too. Tyler Roy, aging like fine wine in this hockey game. Just 35 seconds remains on the delay of game penalty. And now the River Dragons will get it out shorthanded. Alex Dorjahan, number 4. He had a trailer in Galvin. But Don Carter Jr. made the defensive recovery, and now he'll move it up ahead. Yuri Pastuka gets it in deep. Jan Salak. He'll slide to the right. Behind the net. The centering feed comes out to the top. Butita, number 14, over to the right. Pastuka. Out of the box comes Blacksmith. We're at even strength, but some tired penalty killers on the ice. But Blacksmith will take the puck away, and he'll work out with Dorjahan. Blacksmith shoots and missed the net. Jouett and Blacksmith right out of the penalty box, searching for his first goal this season. And he missed the cage. Perhaps Boris Babik got a piece with the twig. We'll be right back. Right now, the difference in the hockey game, failed video review. 3-2, the Thunderbirds on top of the River Dragons. And the go-ahead goal. So offside, Stevie Wonder could see it. Sorry, I had to. Here's Barrow off of the faceoff. The puck came dangerously close to Boris Babic. Boris Babic touches the puck behind the net. It goes airborne, so Barrow in on the hunt for it. He'll hover in front of Farmer, who will go D to D. Pinching up is Colton. Gus Ford works it out, and as a result of the pinch, this might be numbers. Racing back is Colton to try and defend. Here's White to the right. Kramer had it taken away by Blacksmith, who will lollipop it for Barrow, but just a little bit too much on it. Barrow was cherry picking a little bit there, past the red line, and Blacksmith nearly found him in stride. Win on the backhand. It comes to the top. Rister from Ford, blocked by Colton. Ford has it back, and he'll fling a backhander to the near side. Kramer back for Ford. Far side of the ice, he tries to stuff it in, and Roy with the scorpion save. We saw Tyler Roy make one of those last night. And a super close call for the Thunderbirds stays out. They still have it. Pizzamenti inside of his own zone trying to defend and get the biscuit back for his team. Left off at the outer hash marks of the left circle. Pastuca scores. The Czechian forward with 353 points in his near 500-game career. Icing on Columbus. So the goal goes to Yuri Pastuca. The goal is unassisted, and it comes at 17-19. So Columbus down, but not out in this hockey game. 2 goals, not insurmountable. It should be 1, but I digress. Brody Thornton, number 65, behind his own net. He has a goal tonight for Pizzamenti. He'll race up north with it. His pass intended for Sabad, closed off by Hanley. The River Dragons will try the other side of the ice with Dion Demke to make the recovery, pick up the puck right next to his own bench. And he'll put a snow shower on Wickline in an attempt to create some more time and space, which he does. Jan Salak to the middle. No tip there, so this will be an icing on the opponent. Don Carter Jr. off of the defensive zone faceoff. Will get it into River Dragons territory, way too close to Roy, who uses his stick, gets everybody out of the way, and says, just give me the puck. We're freezing it. Way too close for comfort on that play. Twin City up 2 goals behind 34 shots on net. And we're not through 40 minutes. They may be on track for 50. And you know, setbacks in life just set the stage for greater comebacks. I'm looking at you, period number 3, or last 98 seconds of the second period. Ryan Hunter, number 88, that's a great player to have the puck on his stick. Storjahan for Hunter. And Boris Babic with his stick, despite a good chance for Hunter, able to work it away from him. Balkwill at the line, shoves Don Carter Jr. down. The referee has lost sight of the puck, which is why he blows the play dead. Hunter shoots, and a blocker save by Babic. That was the best look for the River Dragons since the Hunter goal here in the second. This will be icing on Twin City with 60 seconds left. Twin City controls off of the draw. Zach White tries to get behind the defense, but Nathan Balkwill stops the puck down nicely. But his feed for Underwood is overtaken by White. Zach White drives in, and Roy makes the save up along the far post. 40 seconds to play. Barrow to Blacksmith, shoveled along, gloved down by the Thunderbirds, who have really tightened things up here in the second period. Seems like the River Dragons right now having trouble generating much of any offense at even strength. Texmo brought down, that's a penalty. And who's it on? It's on Gusford. To the box, take a seat, number 10. They're not going to get Gusford, excuse me. Gusford was upset about the call. Upset for his teammate, Kramer, who goes to the box. But here is the way for the River Dragons to get back in this hockey game. Hunter and Barrow going over a game plan. Storjahan barks his orders to the two behind him. Wickline and Colton to the side of Storjahan, who takes the face off in the near dot. He wins it. Wickline for Barrow, one-timer. Hunter missed the cage. 10 seconds. Barrow and Wickline, near side. Wickline's got it. His shot towards the net winds up onto the far side of the ice. Colton's pass to the front, blocked down and cleared. So like the second period, the River Dragons will be on the power play for a majority of the man advantage to begin the third. And they're down 2 goals. Let's send it to a quick break. When we return, I've got a recap of the hockey game up to this point. You're watching Columbus River Dragons hockey on YouTube Live, Sportfeed, and Facebook.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
An orthopedic injury doesn't mean you have to spend hours in the ER. Houston Urgent Ortho now offers orthopedic urgent care 6 days a week. At Houston Urgent Ortho, see an orthopedic specialist for your fracture, sprain, strain, or pain. Everything you need for your orthopedic injury is here, because orthopedics is all we do. Go straight to the specialist. Go to Houston Urgent Ortho.
Back here in Winston-Salem, Liam Godimer here with you live from the broadcast booth. Now, I'm live from the broadcast booth. After 40 minutes of play, the Thunderbirds have a 4-2 lead over the River Dragons. And with that, let's recap the contest up to this point. The first goal of the game came at 5:01, and it came off of the stick of Brody Thornton. Goal number 1 for Brody this season. The assist to Lucas Texmo and Ryan Galvin. And that gave Columbus an early 1-0 lead. But then, some craziness transpired out there on the ice. Right at the beginning of a floor-in-the-court penalty kill, there was some rough stuff in the near corner. Jacob Schnapp and Nathan Balkwill got into it. And Trevor Babin, the goaltender for the River Dragons, stood up for his teammate. And he dropped his stick, dropped his blocker, he dropped his gloves, and he fought the forward for the Thunderbirds, and it was absolutely epic. Go back and watch it. 12:20 into the first period. I will not take offense if you go back from me and go watch it, or you can just wait until after the game to go and watch that fight back. Again, it really was something special, but it gave the Thunderbirds all of the momentum in the world. At 13:02, they would score and tie the game on the power play, a power play in which they had only scored on 2 times entering tonight's game for the season. Gus Ford found the back of the net at 13:02. Then at 16:38 on the power play, Michael Mania would score as well, making the score 2-1 in favor of Twin City. But then it would be Ryan Hunter in the second period who would find the back of the net at 3:30, tying the game up for Columbus. A power play goal assisted by Tyler Barrow. That was a one-time howitzer from Hunter, who tied the score in that moment, but unfortunately for Columbus, just 25 seconds later, Mania would get another grade A look, an offsides grade A look, in which he would score on. He went backhand on Roy, slid the puck right underneath, and beat him 5-hole to give the Thunderbirds the 3-2 lead. Then at 17:19, after really carrying the play since the go-ahead goal, Twin City would add yet another. And this time, it would be number 24, Yuri Pustica, who would find the back of the net. Pastuca, excuse me. I'm still getting those names right. It was Pastuca who found the back of the net, making it 4-2 once again at the end of 40. Twin City would take a penalty at the end of the frame, which is why Columbus will have 1:45 of Public's power play time coming their way once the third period commences in about 15 minutes. The goaltenders up to this point in the game. Tyler Roy, since coming into the contest, has given up 4 goals. He's made 20 saves, while Trevor Babin, before leaving the game as a result of a game misconduct, made 11 saves. On the other side, Boris Babic has made 19 saves on 21 shots for Twin City. With that, let's send it to another commercial break. When we come back, I've got the out-of-town scoreboard presented by our fabulous friends at Zelmo Zippin, and then the first ever Inside Edge Club member spotlight featuring a valued member of our booster club, Roxanne Dover. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back to Columbus River Dragons Hockey and Facebook, YouTube, and Sportfeed.
Hey, grab me one too.
What drives us to live for this game?
Yep. There's the catch.
Do we enjoy the pain? Is it chasing greatness? Or is it passion? Teetering on madness? We're here for one simple reason. We love football. All in, all season. Toyota, let's go places.
Back here in Winston-Salem, Liam Gottimer here with you. The intermission continuing to go on. And with that, it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Zelmo Zippin. Let's take a look around the Federal Prospects Hockey League now, shall we? Here in Winston-Salem, Twin City with a 4-2 lead after 2. Watertown up 1-0 over the Hat-Tricks. That game is in the first period. The Binghamton Black Bears, they lead 2-0 over the Indiana Sentinels. That game in the second period. The Monroe Moccasins and the Athens Rock Lobsters, that one's tight, 2-2 in the first. The Port Huron Prowlers and the Blue Ridge Bobcats, it's 1-0 Port Huron. That game last night was something special in Wytheville. A late shorthanded goal while on a 5-on-3, I believe, for the Bobcats to secure the win. And the last game going on, Baton Rouge and Biloxi, that game in the first period. That is your out-of-town scoreboard presented by our friends at Zelmer's Zippin. And with that, please enjoy the first ever Inside Edge Club Member Spotlight featuring Roxanne Dole.
Hello, fans. Welcome to the first ever Inside Edge Club Member Spotlight. Liam Gottimer here with you, your play-by-play broadcaster. Alongside me is the one, the only Roxanne Dover. Roxanne, thank you for taking the time and being the first guest on the Inside Edge Club Member Spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
It's my pleasure. So, Roxanne, let's start with your story. How did you first get connected to the River Dragons?
Well, I work for Largeman Dental Group, who is the team dentist, and we got some free tickets, went to my first game, and I was hooked.
I love it. That's amazing. Was there a specific moment or season that really hooked you as a fan?
Probably the first one.
Okay. No better season than the first one. Have you
Correct.
seen the atmosphere or fan culture change over the years, or where do you feel like the fan base is at?
Oh, I feel it's definitely growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. I'm a member of the Booster Club, and it's growing by leaps and bounds, and that's something that I'm very proud of and is very dear to my heart.
The Booster Club, truly the unsung heroes of our organization.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to get into that throughout the episode. But
sounds great.
Roxanne, being a season ticket holder, it's a big commitment. What keeps you coming back year after year? Of course, the affiliation with Largeman Dental, but aside from that, what makes you coming back?
My love for hockey, the love for the River Dragons. Being a season ticket holder, you do get some perks. You get in 30 minutes earlier before everyone else. You get a discount off all of the merch, and you don't have to stand in line for your tickets. You get them at the beginning of the season, and you get every single ticket.
That's amazing. And on the note of the Booster Club, which you mentioned earlier, can you speak about the friendships, relationships, and even traditions that you've been able to cultivate throughout this experience as a season ticket holder?
Oh, I have met so many new friends that have become family. The Booster Club being one of those.
Oh, that's amazing. How long have you been a part of the Booster Club? Since day one?
This is, I think, my 5th year.
Okay, that's amazing. So you're a seasoned vet in the Booster Club.
Yes.
I love that. Tell me about a moment in the stands that really gave you chills over the years. Was there really just one moment that really sticks in the back of your mind that says, wow, that really makes me proud to be a River Dragons fan? Or is it all encompassing?
I think probably the year that we won the championship was very special. Very, just seeing the emotion of the crowd, of all the players, it was just wonderful.
Let's make sure that we get that back.
Yes, absolutely.
Touching on the Booster Club once again, they play a massive role behind the scenes. There's a reason why I thank you guys so much every time that I see you. What makes that group specifically so special to you and some of the other longtime members, would you say?
These guys are away from home, and we're hoping that the Booster Club becomes their home away from home.
Yeah.
If you're in the Booster Club, there's a possibility that you could become a host family, which I've been one for several years. And we help the guys with groceries, have them over for a home cooked meal, take them out to dinner. And it's just a very rewarding experience.
For fans that may not know what a host family is, can you explain that process and what those host families mean to some players that are new to the area?
It's kind of like being their family away from home.
Okay.
And it is something that is so dear to me. And I've probably gone through about 12 players, 4 in 1 season, actually.
4-1.
Yes, I did. They would either get traded or they'd move up. So,
Okay.
and that's always a sad time when they have to leave. But I've
Yeah.
kept in touch with every single one of them, and they just become like one of my kids.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Is there one that really had a great experience with you and that you really keep in touch with more than the others?
Oh, I'd have to say Hugh Anderson, one of my very
Oh.
favorites.
Oh my gosh, Huey, I miss him so much.
Me too.
You know, Huey, if you're watching, and I hope that he is watching, we wish you nothing but the best. Of course,
Absolutely.
one of the best players, but not only that, but his on the ice stuff, but just one of the best people
Yes, he
that
is.
you'll meet. I didn't know that you were the host family for
Yes, I
Huey,
was.
so that's definitely a nice little addition. On the note of the Booster Club, how do you think the club helps strengthen the connection between the fans and the team, just in general?
Well, I don't know if people know much about the Booster Club, but we provide meals for both teams after every game. That
Oh my
is the
goodness.
River Dragons and the visiting team. We have a merch table. We have bracelets, we have earrings, and a lot of new merchandise coming forward that we cannot wait to share with everyone. And also, we've gotten the guys to do some fundraising stuff. That's going to be a surprise that we're going to share with
Ooh.
everyone later. And I'm very excited about it.
That's amazing. So to somebody who would like to get involved with the River Dragons Booster Club, how are they able to do that?
Yes, absolutely. At every game, we are at section 201 and 212. Please come visit us. We have brochures that we can give out that tell you all about us. And we would love to have you. We're growing by leaps and bounds, and we just love it.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely amazing. So, Roxanne, shifting from the Booster Club to your aforementioned work with Largeman Dental, what's it like working for an organization that supports the team in such a significant way like Largeman Dental does?
Oh, it's wonderful. Not only do we make all the mouth guards, but if a player is hurt during practice or during a game, we're there to fix it. And
Yeah.
it's just nice being a part of that. Dr. Largeman and his daughter Ellie, who has joined the practice, they are absolutely wonderful.
Well, special thank you to Dr. Largeman and his daughter
Yes, he's
Ellie.
the best.
For sure. And just on that note, how do employees or customers even react when they see Largeman Dental's name connected with the River Dragons brand, or even vice versa?
Oh, it's very exciting for us. It's exciting for everyone that works there. When the guys come in, they're just absolutely wonderful. Always so nice and so polite. And it's always an exciting time for us.
So working for the team dentist, I have to ask,
Yes.
is there a specific moment where a guy came in needing some significant repairs that you remember in the
yes.
past? Talk to me through that.
Oh, I would probably say it's got to be Josh Petrantonio. Came
Legend.
in, yes, took a poke to the mouth and
Okay.
broke a few teeth, and we got him fixed right up. But
Oh my
he was a mess.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Largeman Dental can fix Josh Petrantonio's teeth after taking a puck to the mouth, they can certainly do anything. So
Absolutely.
So for anybody watching, be sure to support our wonderful sponsors over at Largeman Dental. Roxanne, I don't want to hold you too much longer, but I do want to ask you a very key question here. To anybody who wants to get involved with the River Dragons family as an Inside Edge Club member, what would you say to them, to somebody who may be on the cusp or considering, again, being a part of this incredible experience?
I would say go to the office, talk to the wonderful people in the office, let them explain to you what it is to be an Inside Edge member. Like I said, for me, it's getting all my tickets at the beginning of the game, not having to stand in lines, going in a VIP entrance, getting in earlier than everyone else to avoid those long concession lines. I wouldn't do it any other way.
That's amazing. And I would encourage all fans to do exactly as you said. Come to the River Dragons front office. Come and talk to us. If you have questions, we would absolutely be happy to answer them. And again, I would just love to talk to you just about the team, just as the broadcaster, just not on the season ticket side. Well, again, Roxanne, I appreciate you so much joining me on this first ever Inside Edge
Thank
Club
you for
Member
having me.
Spotlight. You're welcome. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to shout out the Booster Club, any Largeman Dental? Again, just Feel free.
Yes,
This
of
is your
course.
forum
Give
to
a
tell the
shout out to
fans.
my wonderful boss and all the people at Largeman Dental Group. And please come visit the Booster Club table. Let us tell you what we're about. Come and be a part of something that's so much fun.
I'll tell you what, Roxanne, just before we end the episode, of course, I worked in Atlanta the last 2.5 years, and I thought that I had been a part of the best booster club in all professional hockey because they had done so much. Since coming here, just hearing how much you guys do and seeing it with my own eyes, not only feeding the River Dragons, but the away team too, the kindness and the generosity that you guys put forth towards the team and the league in general, it's really unmatched. So from the bottom of my heart and everybody at the River Dragons, we can't do what we do without you. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, that's Roxanne Dover, the first Inside Edge Club Spotlight member. My name is Liam Godimer. I'm your play-by-play broadcaster. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and as always, let's go River Dragons.
A warm welcome back to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, inside of the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Amex. Liam Godimer here with you. 1 minute and 45 seconds of power play time for the River Dragons as they trail by 2 goals to begin the final frame of regulation play tonight. In the box for the Thunderbirds is Roman Kramer, number 18, who scored 2 goals last night. And 2 goals is what Columbus needs to tie this game. The River Dragons will skate from left to right in this third period. They will open up with Alex Storjahan, Cody Wickline, Ryan Hunter, Josh Colton, and Tyler Barrow. In between the pipes is Tyler Roy. Skating from right to left are the Thunderbirds. Boris Babick remains in goal. Josh Colton, who had a power play goal last night, could use another one of those. Barrow in the neutral zone. Colton will float it near wing. Hanley connects with 2 River Dragons. Right now, the Thunderbirds pinning the puck to the boards, killing off precious power play time. Because a power play goal does not only bring Columbus within 1, but it brings the momentum back in their favor, which they had lost since midway of the first period. Puck dug out by the wrong team, and Zach White will lift it. Gus Ford picks it up, shorthanded, and Hunter topples on top of him, and that's going to be a penalty on Ryan Hunter. You can negate the public's power play. Gus Ford snuck behind the defense. And Ryan Hunter goes to the box. He'll join Kramer. 50 seconds remains on the minor to Kramer. So a 5-on-4 turns into a 4-on-4. The River Dragons will certainly take the open ice, but would prefer to have an extra man out there, and that extra man right now is taking a seat. Thornton for Stoya. They go side to side. Stoya begins his approach. Kevin Savad, left wing side, down deep for Stoya, who will pirouette. Some open space for the Dragons here. Stoya fires on, misses the net. Brody Thornton has Pastuka right next to him. Sabad there too. Sabad one-hands it to Galvin, who could not keep it in at the line. Thornton has Galvin. What a pass through the legs of a Thunderbird, but we have offsides. They caught that offsides, but not the offsides on the Mania goal. Just saying. That one was 50-50. Mania's was, well, 85-15. 85% it was in offsides. Whatever, we'll move on. It just stinks that that's the game-winning goal right now. That's the part that gets me. If the score holds, that's the difference. Twin City got the insurance mark, I guess. Gus Ford as the Thunderbirds on the power play. For 65 seconds, the River Dragons on the floor in the core penalty kill. Lucas Texmo for Ben Pizzamenti, and he'll chop it down the length of the ice. 2:05 into the period, Boris Babbitt gets a touch. Ryan Hunter in the box for 45 ticks. The Thunderbirds have trouble with it inside of their own end. Underwood, the lone forechecker. Gus Ford, rink wide, Mania. Around the world, he'll go with it. Farmer at the top, blocked. Balkwill on the backhand. Will feather it for Underwood, who clears only as far as Ford, who's inside of the defensive zone, as Twin City executes a line change, a partial one. One last approach for the Thunderbirds if they choose, but the power play will just die down. Out of the box comes Hunter. Colton back desperately defending as Jan Salak on the chase. Mike Wynn cannot get it past the blue. Backhanded over to the right wing wall. Salak in the high slot. Driving down the wing is a Thunderbird. Wrapping it around. Holding on to the puck. Puck in the right wing corner. Stuka could not keep it in, so Salak in the neutral zone will find a teammate, and it's deflected to the side of Roy. Still plenty of time for Columbus to come back in this game, but it all starts with getting themselves one. Win D-to-D for Colton. Win immediately calls for it back, and he's got it. Colton sauces it through center. It missed every single River Dragons stick in the neutral zone, and that is an icing. Columbus already has 3 points this weekend. They would love to make it 6. Mania takes the face-off. Butita behind him. And Jan Butita picks up the puck. Into the slot he goes with it. Ryan Galvin there to intercept for a moment. Penalty on Columbus. That's going to be a slash. Mania sold it. Another foreign decor penalty kill coming up. Storjahan called for the slash. It's a laundry list of penalties for the River Dragons tonight. 10 of them in total. Including Trevor Babin's fighting major and game misconduct for unsportsmanlike conduct. Kramer shoots, glove save by Roy. The clearing attempt stopped down beautifully by Pastuca. Kramer at the half court. Pastuca. He'll swivel, find Kramer, who looks rink wide, and it's picked off by Barrow. 2-on-1. Barrow with Pizzamenti. Barrow shoots! And he missed the net. Blocking the puck was a Thunderbird, who's down on the seat of his pants in some pain. Barrow was so patient with it, but he shot it right into the upper body of a Twin City player, and now we're gonna have a penalty. And they're going to get the Thunderbirds. Oh, the fans are so mad right now. They're so mad. Stay mad. And Pastuca looks like he's giving some sort of verbal notice to the referee. Threat is a big word. I will say notice. So this wild night of hockey just continues here in Winston-Salem. Yeri Pastuca, you can't do that to the box. That was behind the play. Pastuca and Barrow were really nowhere near the puck. And perhaps Barrow used some colorful language to incite a reaction out of the Thunderbird, who's now in the sin bin. Here's Ryan Hunter. He's got a man in stride. It's Thornton. He tries to pull up, he falls down. Wickline on the backhand, his pass to no man's land, and now this might be a break. Picking up the puck is White. He'll pull up, and it's poke checked away by the 6'2", 220-pound wall that is Matt Stoya. 4-on-4 hockey for 35 more seconds. Storjahan in the penalty box. 14:25 to play in the third. Hand pass. Commercial to come. We will be right back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena.
What's up, you guys? What can I get you?
What's good?
Two. Go for two.
How about the 2 for $25? You get 1 app and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger.
Let's go for it.
That's right. We always go for two.
Applebee's 2 for $25. 1 app and 2 entrees. That's eating good in the neighborhood.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
4-on-4 hockey for another 29 seconds. Then Alex Storjahan is released from the penalty box, and the River Dragons will be on the Public's power play for less than a minute. The puck comes all the way back for Boris Babic. Looking for just his second win of the season, as is his club, who is just 1-6. Tyler Barrow races to the puck. He's got Jewett and Blacksmith going to the net. Barrow finds Balkwill, who missed the cage. Texmo for Balkwill. Balkwill back for Barrow. He's got it on his forehand. Surveys, fires off of the side of the net. Blacksmith behind the goal. Blacksmith on his forehand looking for Barrow, but instead the puck finds Storjahan atop the right circle. Storjahan for Barrow, saved by Babic. He's down and dives on top of it. Great shift there from Columbus. The power play does a lot for them. Storjahan on the face-off, unable to win it away. And Salak will send it into the bench. Dangerously close to sending it into the crowd, which would have been delay of game. But the face-off will remain inside of the Thunderbirds zone. So it's not all bad. 16 seconds, win yourself the puck back and make some magic happen. And then you still have 10 minutes and change to find one more. Tie up on the face-off. The River Dragons don't mind that. Storjahan digs it free. Barrow for Hunter, tape to tape. Barrow's got it back, left side. Rink wide now for Colton, off of his skate. Picked up by the Thunderbirds, and cleared. And now this will be a 2-on-1. Salak, oh, it goes to the side of the net. That puck was rolling. So close, but not in. We're back to even strength and another odd man rush. Butita to the right, they score. A give and go with Jan Butita and Jan Salak. The Thunderbirds have their 5th goal of the night. The next goal was always going to be huge. And oh boy, was it. A 2-goal deficit is now a 3-goal deficit. Now the captain back out there in hopes of leading the charge of a comeback. But a very large hill to climb on the road tonight. Down 3. Butita gets the goal. Now we have another penalty inside of the Columbus zone. I believe this will be Brody Thornton, the guilty party, and yes, it will be. Good short-handed play from Joel Texmo to get it out. Columbus on the floor in the court penalty kill for another 2 minutes with 12 minutes left in regulation time. The penalty is roughing on Brody Thornton. This is Kramer, left wing corner. Down to the goal line. Kramer plays catch with Ford. Ford positioned differently now on the power play with his team up 3 goals, and as a result, Columbus clears onto Boris Babic. Jouett and Blacksmith on the ice as a penalty killer for Columbus. Zach White across the ice and moved in by Ford. Winding up and faking the clear is Blacksmith. Instead, he'll try to get it out on the backhand, which didn't work. Ford, left dot to the right dot. Now straight away, the shot is blocked, and Blacksmith nearly found Wickline for a break. There's too much on the pass. .40 seconds remains on the floor in the core penalty kill. Gus Ford on the entry. Back to the blue line. Deflected and stopped by Roy. Here's Butita for 14. His pass back to the blue, missed by Mani. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Not a lot of urgency from Twin City. They're content with the clock just ticking away. A turnover. Barrow for Underwood. Kirk Underwood steamrolls ahead, and a save by Babic. The puck is loose. Babic closes the pads. Thought Underwood may have gotten held up a little bit there. Stoya, Thornton, Pizzamenti, Wickline, and Sabat. Pizzamenti in to take the faceoff. He grabs possession of the puck right along the wall. It's freed up for Sabat. Wickline there too, but it's iced by Twin City. That icing was presented by Air Force Heating, Air and Plumbing. With that, we'll be right back. It's River Dragons Hockey. It's 5-2 Twin City.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Do the River Dragons have a 3-goal comeback in them? We'll see. Just past the halfway mark of the third period, 9:47 to go. If the comeback is going to come, it is going to come right now. It's Pizzamenti, Sabat, and Wickline out there with Stoya and Thornton. Boris Babic out of his cage. Sabat lets it go to the top. Thornton gets air under it, but it goes out of play. Wickline with Pizzamenti and Sabat, Thornton and Stoya. Face-off win. Sabat, the forward, helps out. Wickline tried to float a backhander. No luck. Stoya will recollect at center. Side to side for Thornton. Back for Stoya. And Stoya will skate it in. He shoots. He missed the net. Good look there for Matt Stoya. Backhanded around by Sabat. Stopped down by Ford. Pizzamenti frees the puck up. Sabat going skate to stick in front of the goal. And an off angle is Wickline. So he'll hold on to it. To the top he goes. Thornton can't handle the puck. But Thornton will maneuver through 1, 2, and 3 Thunderbirds. How about by 4? All the way to the net. Saved by Babic. Thornton was unable to keep the puck in at the left point, but once he got it in the neutral zone, he nearly took it all the way to the house. 8:30 to play. Kramer in his own end. He ices the puck. Or Tyler Roy had other thoughts on it. Instead, he plays it, which keeps the clock moving and the puck in the defensive zone. The puck's turned over, and Roy, what a save. Now Texmo's got the puck. He has a man up ice. It's Hunter, and the puck gets through to him. Ryan Hunter brought down. Where's that penalty? Thank you. Holy moly. How did the referee not see that right in front of his eyes? Good thing the backside referee did. It was right in front of you, 34. All in good fun. 16 caught it. So some daylight given to the River Dragons. Cade Hanley goes to the penalty box. Ryan Hunter draws it. The Public's power play begins right now. Face-off win, good start. Sabad for Galvin, left circle. Texmo straight away. Galvin again, across the ice. Thornton, already with a power play goal tonight, will turn and ladle it down low for Blacksmith, who takes a heavy bump, goes down to a knee, and it's not cleared. It's kept in by Texmo. Texmo shoots through traffic, save by Babic. Thornton again, with the puck on his forehand. His feed down to the goal line was intercepted, but the River Dragons keep it in. This is Jouett and Blacksmith. In front, Saban scores! 36 seconds into the Public's power play. Kevin Saban makes this a 5-3 score. Don't call it a comeback. No, call it a comeback. Kevin Sabat, who was held off the score sheet last night, but entering tonight's game, he was still a point-per-game player with the River Dragons. And now he's got his 4th goal with Columbus. And now with some momentum, can the River Dragons execute a magical comeback? Tyler Barrow shoots, and a save made by Babic. Oh, man. We talk about getting a grade A, the shift after you score on the power play. Barrow scores there. It's a whole new game. Barrow will start it up. Mike Wynn joining the offense. One-timer saved by Babic, and he sprawls to the puck. Grits to the rebound ahead of Mike Wynn, who was like a hound after it. Don't go anywhere yet, folks. 6:44 is a lot of time. You know how much you can do in 6 minutes and 44 seconds? A lot. Don't know where I was going with that one. But again, 6:44. A good chunk of change on the clock. Cade Hanley, who sat in the penalty box and watched his team give up the Public's power play goal on the ice. Galvin can't get the puck in. He's out there with Hunter and Storjahan. In the neutral zone, it's left behind. And Galvin works it in, but Hanley sends it right back out. Here's Mania looking for the hat trick. Stoya joins the play. He'll lift it. It's gloved down by the Twin City defense and banked in once more. The goal for Columbus comes on the power play. So 3 power play goals last night and 3 power play goals tonight for Columbus. It's Sabad from Blacksmith. Pastuca inside of the blue line. Out to center, Salak, the big-bodied forward, gets around Texmo, finds a man, and Roy with the glove! Tyler Roy says, not today, Twin City. I mean, you talk about a save to keep your team in the hockey game. That came to fruition in that moment for Tyler Roy and the Dragons. Now, can Columbus get one more goal back? But River Dragons are in over the attacking line, offsides. Pizamenti out there with Sabat, Texmo, and Balkwill. You can tell the River Dragons energized after that goal from Sabat on the man advantage. Dumped in. Farmer behind the cage. Sabat picks it up. Here's Kevin Sabat. He's brought down right in front of the referee again. No call. Balkwill went for a neutral zone check and missed his intended target. Balkwill has the puck back in the left wing corner with 15 minutes gone by. The clearing attempt taken by Gus Ford. White to the right. Kramer from the outer edge of the circle. He shoots and it's blocked. Balkwill on the backhand does get it out to center. And the Thunderbirds will throw it right back into the grasp of Columbus. Here's Texmo. In over the line. How about Lucas Texmo going coast to coast? He centers for Underwood. The puck's right there in front of Babic. Multiple players digging. And the whistle given to the goaltender for Twin City. Boris Babic has had a ton of trouble stopping rebounds all night long. Let's send it to a commercial break. Back here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Liam Godimer here with you live on YouTube, Facebook, and Sportfeed. If you're just joining us, the score is 5-3. Columbus had 3 power play goals last night, and tonight they have the same. Brody Thornton, Ryan Hunter, Kevin Sabat in that order. Down 2, but not out. 4:32 to go in the period, and Barrow shoots straight into the glove of Boris Babic off of the face-off win from Joette and Blacksmith. Joette and Blacksmith takes the face-off. He assisted on Kevin Sabat's power play goal. You can still get Joette and Blacksmith jersey straight off of his back. Purchase raffle tickets on Dash right now. Tyler Barrow, left wing corner to the front. Babic freezes. How can you purchase the raffle tickets for the jersey straight off of both Tyler Roy and Joette and Blacksmith's back? Well, head to ourdragons.com. Click the Fan Zone tab, and then click Online Auctions. That takes you straight to the River Dragons Dash page, where you can purchase raffle tickets for your chance to win either of those jerseys. Cleared out by the Thunderbirds, who are in the defensive zone, into the lower bowl. But perhaps it was deflected out of play. Shots 41-38 Thunderbirds. Underwood out there with Barrow, Blacksmith, Wynn, and Colton. We'll see how aggressive head coach Bichard is in pulling Tyler Roy. Kirk Underwood has the puck. Brought down to the ice, but gets the puck to its intended receiver. multiple players at the wall. Kept in for the moment by the Dragons, but it looks like Twin City's going to get to the puck first, but not if Josh Colton had anything to say about it. He'll throw it into the far corner, but now the clearing attempt is chipped out to center. Right next to the River Dragons bench amidst a line change. That's always dangerous, never want to touch the puck. Galvin will spring ahead. Galvin has Hanley all over him. Behind the net he goes. Storjahan joins 28 in white. With 3:25 to play, Tyler Roy still in the net. Here's Matt Stoya, number 36, on the backhand. He'll get it past Thornton. Right back to the Thunderbird blue line, but now Twin City back in possession of it. They'll go up north. Butita there at the line, but it comes back for the defense. Butita again. He'll backhand it along. Time not on the River Dragons side right now. 2:55 to go. Thornton to Stoya. He's got Hunter. Banked off of the boards perfectly for Hunter. The Thunderbirds defenseman on the back end had some trouble with it. That was Dion Demke, but they still get it out. Storjahan will scoop it up. In over the line he comes. Storjahan shoots. Swallowed up by Babic. And he gets the whistle in the offensive zone faceoff, which will come. 2:31 to play. If you win the faceoff, do you pull Roy? And I say that not just because the River Dragons trail by 2 goals, but the power play has been so efficient this weekend that if you find yourself up a man, even though you're down 2 goals, Columbus still has a shot here. Wickline with Sabad and Pizzamenti. Face-off win. Sabad in a board battle, but the puck taken by Jan Salak, who bodies off Pizzamenti, finds the teammate, and now an odd man rush in, tied, and they don't score. That would have been a wide open net at the back door for Farmer. Salak again. The puck in the grasp of the wrong team. Now Colton's got it. D to D for Texmo. Out through the middle, Pizzamenti. He gets a tip on it, swiped by Babic over to the left wing side. And out of his net comes Roy. The puck kept in. Here's Sabad to the front, and Pizzamenti couldn't knock it down. That was a rolling puck. Tough for number 91 to do anything with. Texmo to the net. That's blocked down in front. Empty net for the Thunderbirds to shoot at. And towards the empty net, it bounces. And Hunter's going to get to it first. He deked out the fans who thought it was going into the empty net. So did I. And now Stoya has trouble with it. Gus Ford has the puck, and he misses the net. Here's Kramer towards the empty cage. That's deflected wide. Right point, Ford will send it down low, and it goes up over the glass and into the mesh. 85 seconds to go in regulation. The faceoff will come back into the River Dragon zone, which means Tyler Roy has no choice but to go back into the crease. River Dragons control off the draw. Here's Tyler Barrow. This will be a 2-on-1 with Underwood. Barrow for Underwood, and he missed. Barrow calling for a penalty, none coming. Ryan Hunter looks to get to a loose puck, as that's onside somehow. But Kramer, inside of the blue line, will get it out to the neutral zone. 58 seconds to go. Underwood stopped down by Kramer. Puck moved along for White. Blocked by Thornton. Secondary chance. Ford calls for the puck. He's unable to gain possession of it. How many chances do you have to have at the empty net without scoring if you're Twin City? The River Dragons still have life. Hunter holds. He's got a man! And it hit the crossbar. Underwood down the boards. Here's Thornton. Barrow, quick pass, off of the pad, of Babic, to the top, Underwood, to the net, saved by Babic. Sometimes, no matter how many grade A looks you have, it's just not your night. And here in this third period, you cannot say that the River Dragons have not had their chances to come back. Game not over, 23.5 seconds to go. Galvin with Hunter and Sabad. Net still empty. Thunderbirds get it out without icing it. So Stoya with 15 seconds. Crowd on its feet here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Amex. Wickline, right side, Hunter. Onside, sauced over to the far wing, Stoya lets it go. And an empty net goal. Jan Butita, the man they call Boots, with the empty net goal. A quick recap of tonight's game before I let you go. The final shots on goal, 43-43. The first goal of the game was scored at 5:01. It was Brody Thornton, the power play goal, assisted by Lucas Texmo and Ryan Galvin. That gave Columbus a 1-0 lead, but then a fight at the beginning of a power play for the Thunderbirds between Trevor Babin and Jacob Schnapp, and that would turn the momentum completely. At 13:02 and then at 16:38, the Thunderbirds, who had 2 power play goals all season entering tonight, would score 2 power play goals, and they would take a 2-1 lead, and they would just go from there. Ryan Hunter would tie the game with a power play goal at 3:30 of the second. But Michael Mania with 2 goals on the night. An empty net goal to finish us off, and sandwiched right in between a tally for number 24, Yuri Pastuka, finding the back of the net, leading the Thunderbirds to all 5 goals that they've scored this evening, and the 5-3 win that they take away. Jan Butita scored the empty net goal at 7:09. At 12:40, Kevin Sabad got the River Dragons back within 2 with a power play goal. Make it 6 power play goals on the weekend for the River Dragons. They don't get 6 points though. They get just 3 with the regulation win, I should say, last night. The Thunderbirds get their second regulation win of the season. They're now 2-6-0-0-0. While with the loss, Columbus falls to 3-4-0-0-1. The goaltenders, Trevor Babin made 11 saves on 11 shots before he was thrown out of the game, while Tyler Roy made 27 saves on 32 shots after coming in, playing for the second straight night. In net for the Thunderbirds, earning the win, making 40 saves on 43 River Dragons shots. That was Boris Babic. Once again, the goals for the River Dragons for a final time, all on the power play tonight. Brody Thornton, Ryan Hunter, Kevin Sabad, in that order. Twin City outscored Columbus 2-1 in the first, 2-1 in the second, and the 2 teams each scored once in the third. The River Dragons will be back in action on Friday night for the home opener, 7:35. The puck drops. It's the River Dragons, it's the PD Ice Cats, and the first 3,000 fans inside of the building get a co-branded beanie presented by our partners at Publix. The 3 stars of the game. The third star, Michael Mania. The second star is Jan Butita. And Yuri Pastuka is the first star. All 3 stars belong to the Thunderbirds tonight as the River Dragons fall. With that, let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard presented by our wonderful friends at Zelmo's Zip-In. Let's take a drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League this evening. A lot of games still going on. We'll start here in Winston-Salem, 6-3 the final. Watertown, 5-2 victors over Danbury. 3-1, the Binghamton Black Bears up over Indiana in the second. 2-2, Athens and Monroe. The Port Huron Prowlers up 2-1 over the Blue Ridge Bobcats. And Biloxi up 2-1 over Baton Rouge. That game in the second period. Fans, you can still get your season tickets today by calling our front office at 706-507-4625 or by visiting ourdragons.com. You can also get your fully customizable Outdoors Night jersey. Go to ourdragonsmerch.com to get involved with that. And of course, you can still purchase raffle tickets for your chance to win the jersey straight off of the back of both Tyler Roy and Joetten Blacksmith. And last but certainly not least, the first family 4-pack game coming your way November 22nd. For just $40, you get the best deal in all of sports. 4 upper-level tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 hot dogs, 4 boxes of popcorn, 4 Pepsi drinks, and 4 Chick-fil-A entree coupons, all for just $40. With that, that'll do it for this edition of Columbus River Dragons Hockey. My name is Liam Godimer. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure to be here alongside all of you. And until next time, which is Friday night at home, stay safe, stay well, and as always, the most important part, go River Dragons. We'll talk soon.